Hey, what's up, people? It is Thursday, October 8th. Did everybody watch my podcast? If you didn't, the link is right down here in the description below. Go check it out. A really cool interview that I go over and critique. It was an interview with MMT economist Pavlina Tcherneva and Mark Cuban. So check it out. So the market was up again today. Look, I've been telling you guys this. It's all about the flows, the fiscal flows, and they are very strong. We are already up. We got 5 days into the fiscal year, 5 statement days. It's already up like 25 billion over last year. Last year at this time, it was flat year over year. All right, so there was like last year at this time, total spending was about equal to where it was the previous year. Now we're already up another 25 billion over last year. So it's really good. Corporation income tax flows are up year over year. Individual income tax flows are up year over year. The only thing that's down is employment and withholding tax deposits. It's down, I believe, by about 2.4 billion or something like that. Not a big number, but it's still early in the fiscal year. That could flip. But I keep an eye on that. As long as these flows stay elevated, and this has been a recurring theme of mine on these videos. I know you've been hearing it a lot, but I got to tell it to you. As long as this is the case, the economy is going to be supported. Well, let me put it this way, because I keep saying that. Corporate, what the stock market cares about is corporate profits. And as we saw recently, a lot of the big mega cap stocks are the ones that pull up the market averages. And they're just sucking up all of these flows, not all, but they're sucking up a majority of these flows in the form of profits. That's what the market cares about. Now, a lot of people will be critical of that, and I could understand that. I totally understand that when they say there's a disconnect with the stock market and what's happening in the real economy. And, the fact of the matter is there is a disconnect. There's a lot of people hurting right now. There's a lot of people who lost their jobs permanently. There's a lot of businesses that closed permanently. But if you're a stock market investor, you have a choice. If you're going to sit around and whine and complain and gripe about that, or you're going to try to make some money for yourself. I've had people who said, Mike, I lost my job. I got to cancel your service. I'm like, I'm helping you, man. I'm helping you replace that lost income from your job. Now you're just like shooting yourself in both feet. You already got shot in one from the fact that you lost your job and you lost your income. But now you want to quit or cancel or pull yourself out of any understanding of the economy and the markets and take away your ability to make some money. You want to take care of your family. You said, oh, I lost my job and I got to think about taking care of my family and how I'm going to do that, so I'm canceling. I'm here to help you, man. I'm here to replace that lost income. This is classic behavior of how people sabotage themselves. You can't cut and grow. You cannot cut and grow. Learning, first of all, it keeps you young. Second of all, it allows you to grow. Constant growth takes a commitment, man. Yeah, you got to give in order to get back. You can't cut and grow. You can't cut and hunker down and things are going to get better for you. The best moments I've ever had in my life in terms of personal growth, financially, emotionally, whatever, is when I went through the toughest moments, the most difficult moments. Like, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to get to next month? You figure out a way. As a matter of fact, you want to put yourself in that situation. Now, I'm not saying you want to put yourself in a situation to lose your job. For a lot of these people, it's not their fault. Their business went under or closed down or whatever, or the firm is cutting back because of what's happening with COVID and the economy. But then they make it worse by cutting more. It's not going to work. You can't cut and grow. You cannot cut and grow. That's just a fact. That's just reality. There's nothing to dispute there. All right? A smart person would understand that and realize, look, now is when I got to put the pedal to the metal, and I don't know if I'm going to get another job. Like, you don't know. Jobs nowadays, I mean, you know, you got to kind of be an entrepreneur. You have to have an entrepreneurial mentality. You have to make something happen on your own. The markets are there for you to make money in. And I'm not saying it's going to necessarily supplant your lost income immediately. Maybe you just have a little bit of savings or whatever to invest. I'm not saying it's going to supplant your lost income immediately, but look, you got to start somewhere. Even if it's a little, it's something, you know. There were times in the past in my career as a trader when I made big mistakes and I had to start from the beginning again. And it was like incremental buildup. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that builds a momentum, that builds a confidence, that builds a growth pattern. You can't cut and grow. I mean, I just, this mentality, it's just like, it's weird to me. It's bizarre. I can't understand it. People talk themselves into the craziest thing. Take losses, it's good for you. No, it's not good for you. You want to win. It's a choice. Everybody could win. It's a choice. People, really, something else. And how they rationalize this stuff. You know, to make themselves feel comfortable inside, like he's wrong, and he's talking bullshit, and he's talking nonsense, and he's wrong. No, man, and you know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. And you know the truth. You don't want to admit it to yourself, but you know the truth. All right, folks, we're going to have some wild election, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be unbelievable. All right, go to my website, sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader, pitbulleconomics.com. All the links are here. Check out my podcast. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.